You can't serve both God and mammon. My dear friends, when God is not enough for you, when you are not properly connected, when you don't hear Him, feel Him, when you are stubborn, when you have your own way, you tend to create a mammon for yourselves. That's why Jesus is saying, I'm not seeking human praise. I know that the love of God is not with you. For I have come in my Father's name, and you do not accept me. If another comes in his own name, you will accept him, as long as you seek praise from one another, instead of seeking the glory which comes from the only God. How can you believe? So when people were in exile, when we were people in the desert, Moses went to Mount Sinai to meet God. So people did not have a proper connection with the Lord. So Moses became the mediator between God and man. And in that relationship, people never grew in their relationship. So they solely depend on Moses. So when the prophet went up, when the Moses went up to the mountain, when he was late, they made a calf for themselves, a mammon for themselves. Because they went and told Aaron that we want a God who is tangible. We want to see and feel, where we can't see anyone. Moses is no more. And then what Aaron said, Aaron collect all the gold which they took from Egypt, and they made a calf. Gold, but yet calf. A bull made out of gold. It can be gold, but yet it is a bull, my dear friends. So it's a foolish decision to make. So that's why. So when you have a mammon for you, Yahweh said to Moses, go down at once. Your people whom you brought up from the land of Egypt have corrupted themselves. They have quickly turned from the way I commanded them, and have made for themselves a molten calf. They bowed down before it and sacrificed to it, and said, these are your gods, Israel, who brought you out of Egypt. Such a divided nature. They simply forgot it. I mean, when God is not tangible, when God is not answering, when you can't perceive and understand His ways, you tend to make a mammon for yourself, a molten calf. So what is the meaning? My friends, to worship you. They become your gods. And you think they are your answer. Of course, gold is shining, isn't it? Appealing. So think about your gold calf, molten calf, whom you given your life to. So because you can't wait until Moses come down from the mountain. You can't wait until he answers. So you make your answer. This is exactly terrible way of dealing with your lives, my dear friends. So that's exactly why when mammon is made, when that molten calf is made, it shines. It shines. So the molten calf draws people towards it, because it attracts people, shines people, shines so gold, and people will prone towards that. This is exactly what happened when you have a molten calf with you, golden calf with you. So your focus is that person, that target, that you're liking, your dream. That's what you made, because God is far. And sometimes you become mammon in people's life, isn't it? You become golden calves. You want people's attraction. You want people to appreciate you. You draw people towards you. You can be a parent. If you draw your children towards you, If you are the focus, you become a molten calf. Because it shines, attractive, very soothing. And then we find in the gospel, it speaks about John the Baptist. John the Baptist, the Lord is saying, John was burning and shining lamp. Burning and shining lamp. And for a while you were willing to enjoy his light. See the image. Burning, shining light. So it's not like golden calf. Golden calf is shining and people draw towards it. But then when you light a lamp, lamp is not the focus. To burn a lamp, you have to burn it. You have to burn it. It causes suffering, pain to burn it. But then when you switch on a light a lamp, the lamp burns and it withers away, worn out, wears out. But then the whole thing would be seen because of that lamp. People won't think about the lamp, isn't it? There are many lights here. But then you don't see the light. There are practically 10 lights or so. You only see me. So John is like a lamp, light. You see God because of his light. You see what you should see. But then what happened to the golden calf? It draws people towards him, towards it. That's terrible. The Lord is saying, you don't believe me. You don't believe. I don't want human witnesses for this. I have come. I'm not going to attract you. I'm not going to please you. No. I have come. I have loved you. Just believe. If you don't believe, you will lose it. You don't want to. Jesus does not want popularity. No. For what? So he's saying, I don't want any witnesses. My works are witness. My works are the witness for my Father. So I want to do my Father's will. That's it. I don't want to please people. I don't want to gather people. Numbers are not important for Jesus. So where are you? Have you become a golden calf? Where you want people's attention, attraction, and lost the credibility from inside, God's acceptance. Are you going after a golden calf? Who is your golden calf? Who is that person? Who is that attitude? Who is that target? Who is that ambition? So God is saying, come to the mountain. Meet God. Jesus is saying, they don't hear me. As long as you seek praise from another, instead of seeking the glory which comes from the only God, how can you believe? They don't hear me. They don't see me. They don't believe. So that's terrible, my dear friends. It's high time you check and recheck with yourselves. Who is your golden calf? Who has taken God's place in your life? Because he's late. Because he's not tangible. Because you can't feel him. Don't betray him. Just wait until Moses comes down from the mountain. Wait until you hear the voice of God. And believe that he loves you so much. Think about it and have a nice day. May God bless you.